Hey Snackers, it's laced with Snack and I leave it, and I have a little bit of a head cold this week. Unfortunately, I feel fine, but my nose is super stuffy, so bear with me. I know I sound different. So in this video, I just kind of wanted to talk about our vacation that we just took a little bit, because there was some food-based things. And at the end, we're going to try something from Buc-ees that I finally went to a Buc-ees, you guys. I was so excited. It was a bit of a letdown, to be honest. So first off, my family went to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and we really enjoyed it there. It was very nice. Went to Dollywood, and we were only there for a few days. We only did Dollywood one day. And we kind of explored one day and stayed with some friends one other day, and then we headed home. So it was a very short trip, but I had never been to Tennessee. We drove. I had never been to Kentucky, so I got to do that. So yeah, overall, very nice. We stopped at a Buc-ees in Kentucky on our way down. I was so excited to go to a Buc-ees finally. And it was, I'm sorry, I don't get the hype. I really don't. People who love Buc-ees. It was absolutely packed. You can't even really, couldn't think or move or, nah. The food was just okay. We stopped. I didn't get pictures of it. It was a bit hectic, but I got like a turkey sandwich. It was like a hot turkey sandwich. It was too peppery for my taste. It wasn't that great. Could have used some sauce, and I have no idea if they even had sauce there to grab. I couldn't see a thing. There was too many people. My husband got, I think, like a 3-meat sandwich, which had like a sausage, a turkey, and maybe some pulled pork or something. And his was better, but I don't get the hype. I'm sorry, I don't get the hype. But I did find these, and we'll be trying these a little bit later in the video. These are Sorta Spicy Cajun Boil kettle cooked chips. Sounded pretty interesting. I had to grab them. I've already tried like the nuggies or the nuggets, the beaver nuggets, whatever it is. People have brought those back for me to try before, so I did not get those, but I did find those. Sounded kind of good, so we're trying those later. I wanted to talk about our experience in Pigeon Forge. We tried 2 new to us fast food chains that we had never tried before. Actually, technically 3. So we finally tried a Zaxby's chicken, and we tried a Bojangles, and we got coffee at a Dutch Brothers. So those were all new to us. Zaxby's chicken is very good, but Bojangles sauce is better. And we happened to go when Bojangles has their Bowberry biscuit, and that was life-changing. Absolute life-changing. That was delicious. I need that Bowberry biscuit in my life, but the closest one is very far away from me. They need more Bojangles around. I tell you what, we ended up going to Bojangles twice. Once we got the chicken, like the little chicken tender type things, and some fries, and we just added on the Bowberry biscuit. And after that changed our lives, I was like, we got to try the Bowberry biscuit breakfast sandwich with the sausage on the inside. So the next morning we went and grabbed that for breakfast. It wasn't very far from where we were staying in Dollywood. And so that was pretty good. I miss Bojangles. Dutch Brothers Coffee, we ended up going there twice because that was very good. It's nice to find a good coffee place, like a regional coffee place that is different from the one that you guys are used to, you know. Like where I'm at, Big B is the coffee place in the area. Yeah, we have Starbucks. I don't like Starbucks. But Big B is our regional coffee chain in the area. We don't have a Dutch Brothers. We do finally have a Caribou, but it's still like a half hour away. I do like Caribou coffee. You know, when we're in Florida, we get Joffrey's. So I love finding like regional coffee chains to visit, and Dutch Brothers was very good. I really like that. I got the double chocolate mocha. so good. So anyway, we stayed on property at Dollywood. We stayed in the Dreammore resort, and it was very nice. And you might hear me compare it to our trips at Disney, because we stay at Disney a lot. You guys have seen that. I usually do recap videos. And so comparatively, our room was way nicer than what we get at Disney, but it was more expensive than what we spend when we go to Disney, but we were staying a shorter time. Very nice room accommodations. It was, we stayed in, I think, the family suite, plenty of room. The resort is beautiful and well kept. Highly recommend that one. We did walk over to the Heart Song Resort there at Dollywood, and that one was very pretty. We may stay there in the future. We definitely want to go back. We enjoyed ourselves enough to go back. The first day we were there ended up being Mother's Day, and we just kind of drove around. We went into the national park and saw the Smoky Mountains. It was absolutely gorgeous, very fun. They had a, back at the resort that night, they had a Mother's Day dinner. It was a buffet. It was pretty good. I don't want to say it was like anything life-changing. It was a standard hotel buffet, I suppose. Good stuff. There were some things that I did not care for. Their definition of sweet potato casserole is not what I would consider sweet potato casserole, and no offense, but I like mine better. Little things like that, but still very fun, very nice. Then the next day we went into Dollywood. It rained the entire day. We were soaked most of the day, but weren't going to let that stop us. So right now, and this is why we wanted to go right now, Dollywood is doing their Flower and Food Festival. And if you have watched our videos here, you know that when we go to Disney, we like doing the Flower and Garden Festival in the spring, and we also like doing the Food and Wine Festival in the fall. So they're kind of combining both of those, one time a year, and we said, we got to visit that, and that sounds right up our alley. So, and it was absolutely beautiful. The park is gorgeous, albeit easy to get lost in. And again, we've never been there, so probably standard to get lost for newbies. We didn't really ride a ton of rides. That wasn't really why we were there. We were there for the food. That's kind of why we go to Disney anyway, is for the food. And I'll let you know something. Their festival offerings at Dollywood are in fact better than the festival offerings at Epcot's festivals. Now, granted, I understand Epcot is churning out food for way more people than at Dollywood. But the Epcot festivals their offerings are often cheaper than we found at Dollywood. But the food, there wasn't a single thing offering, like, festival offering wise, that we did not like. So that was a nice surprise. And I'll just briefly go over what we got. I did do a couple of B-roll videos that I will hopefully try to cut in. It's been a while since I've had to edit a video like this, and editing is not my strong suit. Bear with me. So we first went, and they have little guides, just like Epcot does with their festivals, and it's very reminiscent of an Epcot food guide, or festival guide, so kind of familiar there. So this was not in the order of which we got these items, but I'm going to put in the potato burrilla. Your taste buds will thank you for choosing the delicious potato burrilla, which features a flavorful combination of potatoes, Mexican spiced slow-cooked beef, pickled red onion, cilantro, crema, lime, and cheddar jack cheese. This was very good. This was how I would want to eat a baked potato pretty much all the time. So it was essentially a baked potato with all those things on top. It was very good. The burrito was very tasty. The potato was a little overdone for my taste. Parts of it were almost too hard to eat. But flavor-wise, it was there. Absolutely. We also got the loaded country fried potato wedges. Everyone will want to have a taste of this perfectly salty and a little bit sweet pick-me-up. Crispy potato wedges topped with bacon, scallions, comeback sauce, and a hot honey drizzle. Those were really good. The bacon crumbles and the hot honey drizzle that was on there, so good. It was lightly sweet. Very, very, very good. Loved it. We also got the Smoky Mountain grilled corn. The seasoned sweet corn just tastes better when grilled and topped with garlic butter, cilantro crema, queso fresco, and toasted sesame seeds. This was good. This was probably my least favorite option out of everything that we got from the festival, just because it was just standard street corn. I mean, it was good. Nothing wrong with it. It's just kind of what you'd expect a street corn to, taste like. I don't remember there being sesame seeds on it, to be honest. What it did have was like tahini or that sort of seasoning on it, and it doesn't mention that here, but it was good. We had the braised beef ragu nachos. Top off your Dollywood day with these knockout nachos. Crispy tortilla chips are topped with the flavor combination of bacon, braised beef, chuck roast, onions, cheddar jack cheese, pico de gallo, and avocado cilantro crema for the ultimate taste treat. These were very, very good. Very good. Loved these. That braised beef, I'm like salivating now just thinking about it. So flavorful. I actually kind of liked the braised beef here over the birria beef that was on the baked potato. I kind of wish that beef, the braised beef, was on the baked potato, because there was like juice that was coming off of that, and that would have been so good with the potato. But still, very good. Very good. We got the cilantro lime honey smoked wings. These wings are even more flavorful when topped with a tangy cilantro lime honey glaze and provide a satisfying and delicious snack or light meal. There was a lot of chicken in this. I'm not entirely, it doesn't have the pricing up, but I want to say these were like $13 or $14. Like I said, the festival offering prices are higher than Disney, but I feel like you kind of get a little bit more. I mean, this was easily splittable. My husband loved these. He absolutely loved these. And I thought they were pretty good as well. They weren't my absolute favorite, but I didn't hate them. They were very good. Let's see here. I'm guessing that's all we got. Oh yeah, no. We got the chopped brisket bowl. This was at the same location. This hearty bowl is loaded with chopped beef brisket, creamed corn, queso fresco, lime, cilantro, and jalapeno for a savory meal you'll want to try more than once. That was absolutely delicious. Maybe it was the beef in this that was really good, and it's all starting to blend together. Either way, all the food that we had was really, really good. One thing that they did differently than I've seen, so here you can get a tasting pass, and this tasting pass is $42.99, and it allows you to taste 5 options from the festival. If you happen to go this route, you want to make sure that your food options are over like $10, and most of our options were. They were $13 or $14 each, and that's where the tasting pass is actually a better deal than paying for it out of pocket. But so with Epcot, you just kind of purchase everything out of pocket, although I like to get a gift card and do it that way. Makes it a little easier and faster. So this kind of works the same way, just there's a certain allotment on the card. You can buy more tasting passes. We were kind of stuffed. And then the last thing I'll talk about Dollywood wise is that cinnamon bread. I had heard about the Dollywood cinnamon bread, but I did not fully understand what the hype was until I tried it myself. So it's like a loaf of bread, and it is so good. It is light, it's airy, it's oh so good. You can get it with icing or apple butter. We got a little thing of both because you gotta try it all. The icing is better, but I did like the apple butter. We had bought the loaf, my husband and I. We were gonna enjoy half of it at the park, take the other half with us, and have it for breakfast the next morning. That did not happen. It was gone in one setting. It was just so easy to eat. Like, you just pulled it apart, and it was almost, the bread was so light and just easy to eat. It was like cotton candy. Like, it just melted in your mouth. It was just buttery and sugary and cinnamony, and oh, I miss it. I do. I miss it. That was incredible. If you're ever there, get the cinnamon bread. You won't be sorry. You won't. Okay, that being said, let's try these chips, right? So despite the fact that I can't really smell, I can taste. Oh, but I can smell that. That smells like Old Bay seasoning, which makes sense. It's Cajun boil. Wow. It smells good. Let's try it. That's Old Bay seasoning. And it is spicy. If this is your jam, you would love these. If you're into Cajun boils, Old Bay spice, you would not be disappointed. They are spicy, full of flavor though. I think they're really good. And maybe pretty good with some sour cream. You know how I roll. Oh yeah, that'd be very good. So anyway, that's a little recap of the trip. Food-wise, it was excellent. I can't wait to go back, really. Won't happen anytime soon, but we have other things we are planning. And, you know, I'll try to bring you guys along for any new food experiences I try to do. I have a bunch of chips coming. Bunch of chips. So stick around. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I love chatting with you guys. I will see you guys at the next snack time.